Hello, good morning everyone. Welcome to my Ashtanga beginner series class. Today's class is going to be 30 minutes. We're going to go through 2 Surya Namaskara A's, 2 Surya Namaskara B's, part of the standing series, some of the seated poses, and we will end with a Savasana. With that in mind, let me introduce you to the yoga breathing. In our practice in Ashtanga, we want to incorporate our breathing that helps us through the asanas, in and out of the poses. This breathing is going to be deep and even. We want to breathe in through the nose, exhaling through the nose, nice and even. Take that breathing at your own pace. In through the nose, exhaling through the nose, constricting the back of the throat. You will hear a sound that sounds like the waves of the ocean. This is called deep breathing with sound. Let's take one more of those here. Exhaling it all out for 3, 2, 1. Opening your eyes. We're going to proceed to the top of our mat for our Surya Namaskara A. Standing, feet together, arms by your side, gazing straight ahead over the nose, just gathering that balance. Nice deep breath here. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. On our next inhale, we're going to reach up. Inhale, palms together, looking at those thumbs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, looking at the horizon. Palms come down to the mat, stepping the feet back. Exhaling, elbows by your side, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, tucking the toes. Exhale, down dog. We're going to hold this for 5 breaths. Breathing for 1, squeezing between those shoulder blades. Breathing for 2, tailbone is highest to the sky. Breathing for 3, drishti, your gaze is at your belly button. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. Looking at the hands, step or hop the feet in between those hands. Inhale, come halfway up, gazing at the horizon. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising all the way up to Tadasana. Exhale, Samastitihi. Let's run that one more time. Inhale, palms together. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, looking at the horizon. Palms coming to the mat, step back. Elbows by your side. Exhaling, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, tucking the toes. Exhale, down dog. Squeezing between those shoulder blades, rolling those shoulders back and down. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. On your next inhale, look between your hands. Step or hop those feet in between the hands. Inhale, come halfway up, flattening the back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, swan dive up, palms together, Tadasana. Exhale, Samastitihi. Next, we're going to go through to Surya Namaskara B. Inhale, chair pose, sitting that tailbone back, tucking that tailbone. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, stepping the feet back. Exhale, lowering to chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, tucking the toes, coming to down dog. Stepping the right foot in between the hands, pivoting the left. Weight comes back. Inhale, rising up. Holding here for 2 breaths. Taking the hands down to the mat. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Step the left foot between the hands, pivot the right. Inhale, coming up. Holding here for Virabhadrasana A. Breathing for 2. Taking the palms back down. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. We're going to hold here for 5 breaths. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. Stepping those feet in between those hands, flat back here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, knees bent, coming to the chair pose. Exhale, straightening out, Samasthiti. Running through that Surya namaskara B once again. Inhale, bending those knees, sitting the tailbone back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come halfway up, flattening the back. Hands come down, stepping back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Tucking the toes, exhaling, down dog. Stepping the right foot forward. Inhale, rising up, Virabhadrasana A. Breathing for 2. Taking the palms back down. Chaturanga, exhaling. Inhale, up dog. Tucking the toes, exhaling, down dog. Stepping the left foot through, pivoting the right. Inhale, Virabhadrasana A. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Taking the palms back down to the mat, step the foot back, lowering to chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Taking it to down dog, exhaling. Holding here for 5 breaths. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Remember, your drishti is at your navel. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. Step those feet in between the hands, coming to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Palms together. Exhale, Samasthiti. Beautiful. Now we're going to go into our standing series. So for this next pose, which is Padangusthasana, big foot toe posture, which we're holding for 5 breaths. We're going to hop the feet about hips width distance apart. Okay? Inhale, open the chest, peace fingers. Exhaling, forward fold. Peace fingers can go in between the toes. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. If you can't reach your toes, you could be on your shins or using a block here. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. Inhaling, coming up to a flat back. Exhale, Taking the palms underneath the feet. Forward fold, Padahastasana. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. Inhaling, releasing those hands. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising all the way up, Virabhadrasana. Stepping those feet together, Samastitahi. Beautiful. Next, we're going to go into Prasarita, or actually, Uttita Parsva Konasana. So we're going to step out with the right foot, stepping out nice and wide in our mat. Arms come up by your side, pivoting to the back of your mat. Inhale, reaching long. Exhale, sink the hip and thigh, bringing the elbow to that same side. Inhale, raising the arm up, looking at the elbow. Extended side angle pose. Breathing for 1, sinking that hip, trying to get the thigh parallel to your mat. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3, trying to create a straight line from your ankle to your hand, tips of your fingers. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. Inhale, rising up, pivoting the feet to the front of the mat. Taking 1 exhale here. Inhale, reaching long, sinking the hip. Exhale, left elbow to left knee. Inhale, reaching that right arm long, looking at the elbow with the drishti. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2, sink that hip low. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. Inhale, rising up, straightening the leg. Pivoting to the back of your mat. Take another big inhale. Palms come together, taking the chest towards the back of the mat. Inhale, bringing the elbow across for Prasarita, Parsvakontasana. And we're going to take a nice gentle twist here. Palms together. If you want to take the full expression of this pose, you bring the arm, elbow, shoulder past that knee and reach for the ground. Breathing for 1, press those palms together, sink the hips low. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. Inhale, rising all the way up, arms by your side, pivoting to the front of your mat. Exhale. Inhale, palms together, taking the chest towards the front of the mat. Exhale, taking it into that twist. Elbow comes across that left knee, right elbow. Palms together. Gentle twist here, breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, stepping the feet together, Samastitahi. Beautiful. Let's move on. We are going into Prasarita Padottanasana A. So we're going to step wide, arms by your side. Inhale, hands at the hip, opening the chest. Turning those feet so that you're pigeon-toed slightly together. Feet should be nice and wide, taking up as much space as possible in your in your mat. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Squeezing those elbows back. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, hold. Inhale, rising all the way up. Arms by your side. Taking the hands back behind you for Prasarita Padottanasana C. Interlacing those hands. Inhale, open up the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Thinking of trying to bring those hands up and over your head. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. Inhale, hands come up halfway, hold. Exhale, hold. Inhale, rising all the way up, stepping those feet back together, Samastitahi. Beautiful. Next, we are going to move on to Parvattanasana, intense side stretch. Taking those arms, we're going to clasp, taking the feet back, more of a narrow stance. Right foot comes back, narrow stance this time. Elbows, you can clasp, or if you can bring your hands, palms together to the peace position behind you. If not, holding at those elbows. Forward leg stays nice and engaged. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Your drishti is your nose. Trying to get as close as you can towards the knee. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. Inhale, rising it up, releasing the hands, stepping together, Samastitahi. Taking that left foot back this time in that narrow stance. And you should think that your heel to toe should be in an alignment here. Inhale, reaching back, grabbing for those elbows or palms together. Opening up the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Leg stays nice and straight here. If you absolutely need to, you can take a slight bend, softening the knee. Otherwise, really engage that quad. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, Samastitahi. We're going to take a quick vinyasa here. Inhale, palms together. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flattening the back, looking at the horizon. Palms come to the mat, stepping it back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Holding here for 3 breaths. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. We're going to bring the feet through, traveling to a seated position. Beautiful. Now we're going to go into Dandasana. Taking those feet out in front of you, legs are outstretched. Keeping the feet together, engaging your quad, taking your hands right by your hips. Belly is hollowed here, chest is open, tucking the chin. Drishti is over your nose. Breathing for 1, engage those quads. Breathing for 2, flexing those feet. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. Releasing that. Inhale, arms up. We're going to go into Paschimottanasana, either A or B. You could either take your peace fingers reaching between your big toes or interlace your fingers and reach further. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. Releasing that. Now we're going to go into Purvottanasana, which is a bridge pose. I'm going to show you 2 variations. One's more advanced, and the second is a little bit more for the beginners. Taking those hands, we're going to take them about 6 to 8 inches behind us. Your fingers are still facing forward. Feet are together. We're going to take our hips high. Inhale, rising up. Shoulders come back, trying to drop the head back and down or keeping it in neutral. Second option is to come more to a tabletop position, bending the knees. Breathing for 1, hips are high. Breathing for 2, opening the chest. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. Gently coming back to a seated position. I'm going to turn towards you for this one. Baddha Konasana, which is similar to a butterfly pose. We're going to take those feet together, bringing them in towards the pelvis, taking those thumbs and placing them in the arches of your feet. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, coming forward. You could use your elbows to try to open up your hips even more by adding gentle pressure here. For every breath, try to get a little bit closer. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, releasing the pose. The next one we're going into is Baddha Padmasana, which is our lotus pose. So sometimes lotus may not be something that everyone could do. At that point, I'd like you to just take half lotus. We're going to hold this for 10 breaths. If you're taking half lotus, I want you to switch sides halfway through, okay, at the 5th breath. We're going to take those legs out in front of us. Take that right foot, bringing it high into the hip. Here's where you can hold if you don't want to bind the pose. Taking the left foot, binding into the pose, opening the palms to the sky. Chest is nice and open, sitting nice and tall into those sits bones. Breathing for 1, eyes closed. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. If you need to switch sides, here is the time to do it. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. Gently come out one leg at a time, releasing the left, then releasing the right. We're going to turn once again, or I'm going to turn once again, and we're going to take it down into a Savasana. Gently rolling down vertebrae by vertebrae. Options here, you could keep those knees bent if you need to. You can also bring the feet, the bottoms of the feet together, opening the knees wide. Arms can be by your side, or one hand at heart center, one hand on the belly. Extending long with the legs is another option here. Gently giving the weight of your body to the earth. Just focusing back on that quieting of your breath. Enjoying the gentle sounds of nature. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, awakening your body, inviting back in some gentle movement. If you'd like, you could take a bend in your knees, taking them side to side. You can even hug your knee into your chest, giving your low back a gentle massage here. When you're ready, we're going to come to our right hand side in a fetal position, using your right arm as a pillow. When you're ready, you're going to gently push up, keeping your eyes closed, into a seated position. Hands can come to your knees. You can either have them palms up or palms down. Breathing together. Inhaling. Exhaling for 3, 2, 1. Nice inhale. Exhaling for 3, 2, 1. Please join me and bring your hands to heart center. The love and light in me honors the love and light in you. I thank you for joining me today and taking part in our yoga practice. I wish you peace and a blessed day. Bowing our heads together. Namaste.